Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Astonishing Toy Bots review. And for this review, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Son Goku Ultra Instinct. This is his mastered version with the full silver hair and everything. I do have the Comic-Con exclusive one, Ultra Instinct Omen, which I'm actually excited to review as well, because that's my favorite, I guess, form of his before he goes mastered. But this version is dope anyways. I mean, if you've watched the show, the last episodes of dragonballsuper, when he battled against Jiren, that was the most epic thing I've seen in years since Dragon Ball's come back. And so what better way to follow up the Jiren review that I did a couple of days ago than with his, his rival, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. And like the Jiren, I purchased it last year in 2020 of May. I actually purchased a couple of other Figuarts from the Dragonballsuper line that came out that year, and I never got around to reviewing them. Now we're in 2021. Here we are. So I'm excited to show y'all what we got here. It is the Dragonballsuper line, Tamashii Nations, Bandai. If it has this, the Funimation, I think it's the Funimation sticker. No, it's not the Funimation. The Toei Animation, my bad. Sorry about that. It's the Toei Animation sticker. This is the Funimation sticker kind of over here. But yeah, if it has this, that means this is not a knockoff. It is legit. If we take a look so far through the plastic, we do have 3 exchangeable faces. He does come with his Kamehameha Blast, or Kamehameha Blast. I don't know if he comes with anything else. Probably the exchangeable hands as always. Like for some reason, every time Tamashii releases these SH Figuarts, they don't really put in too many effects, but luckily we do get a Kamehameha Blast over here. So in the back over here, we do have the pictures where you can pose him. He's looking pretty dope, posed like that. Yeah, these are just some of the poses. Not much effects, like I said, but yeah, let's just go ahead and take this out of the box. Let's see what we're dealing with. These are pretty pricey. I don't know how much Ultra Instinct Goku is going for nowadays. This one, I think I did buy for 60 bucks. That's pretty much how much the releases cost for these figures. Unless you get the premium Bandai exclusive ones, those are a little pricey. Ooh, hold on. Trying to get this out of here. How do we do this? Hold on. Here we go. All right, as always, I always kind of showcase y'all how it looks in the pack over here. And as always, I always drop a piece, but that is okay. All right, so let's take this figure out. I'm gonna show y'all the separate pieces. We're gonna go over everything, but this is Goku. This is him right here. Alright, so I'm going to take these off and let's get to it. Let's review it. Okay, so this figure stands at about 6.5. It's actually like 6 3/8, but it's almost basically 6.5 inches tall, which is the same. It's right on point pretty much with the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku SH Figuart. This is the 2.0 version that they released a couple of years ago, and they've pretty much kept the same torso on down with the legs. They've kept the same kind of engineering. I do have the Super Saiyan Blue version 2, which is pretty much the same engineering. This is the SH Figuarts from the Dragonballsuper Broly movie, and that one, his costume, his gi came with a belt, his tie belt, but I kind of took that off and I put the 1.0 version belt on. Those that know what the SH Figuarts and know what the 1.0 version body mold was, I know it's a lot, but yeah, pretty much they're going with the same thing here. These two are the same, pretty much the same height, except for this might be a little pointed up. That could probably give it a little bit of a higher, it might be a little taller. All right, taking a look at the character, let's see what we got. Let's view the basics. He does kick at 90 degrees, bends his knees past 90 degrees, same thing. That's pretty much good articulation there. I don't mind that. He stretches it about that far, so he won't be doing any crazy splits unless you're trying to get him in some crazy split poses, but I think this should be enough, especially if you want to pose him to do the Kamehameha. You can kind of stretch his feet far back like that a little bit. And that should give you a little bit of some posing to do. His feet are on ball pegs over here. If I can take that off without messing it up, you can see that over there. Some people don't really like this kind of engineering that they put, that ball peg. They say that it makes the figures complicated to stand. I haven't experienced that with the Goku figures, but I have experienced that with the Vegeta and the Trunks in their Saiyan armor from the Cell arc. Those tend to fall on me a lot. If we look at the back over here, it can kick back that far, so that's pretty good. I'm not complaining about that. Same thing with this one, that kicks back far. And the joints do blend in, you know, they sculpted it enough to kind of take shape of his ass over here. And so bending back, I do think kind of blends in together. That's pretty good. I don't mind that. Torso, same thing as if you've seen the Super Saiyan Goku from the Frieza arc. This top part is pretty much the same thing, except that version had more of his clothes ripped up over his shoulders, but this one doesn't. It's pretty much the same kind of molding, but I didn't get to review that one, unfortunately. That one I opened a while back when it came out. But as we see the crotch area, the torso area, well, there, you can look at the crotch too, Jesus. But the torso area does move, so it does give him some flexibility over here. Same thing in his chest area, that where kind of like his rib section is. You can kind of move it a little bit if you're trying, you know, it does give it a little bit of kind of give. But that's pretty much as far as you can really move it, unless you really kind of force it. So that torso doesn't really help up here, but it does and it doesn't. It's kind of weird, but the arms over here can move out like that, up and down, swish around his head. Same thing with the arm over here. I guess that's a little past 90 degrees. It's double jointed, but doesn't really, you really got to push that there to kind of get more range. This little flat part over here, I don't even know. I guess that's a double jointed elbow. With his hands over here, same thing as all the SH Figuarts, same engineering. I can pull that off, show y'all real quick. It's just a little ball joint right there. Push that back on. Neck area over here, let's see how far he can look up. That's pretty much how far he can look up. I think that the hair part over here, just the way they designed it, that it just gets in the way, so it keeps him from looking up even further. As far as looking down, yeah, you can pretty much look down okay. The neck area on the figures always are kind of stiff. Same thing with this joint over here. It's kind of like, why even design that if it's not going to get that much range when you move the neck? But in this figure, from what we're seeing, it kind of helps out. So Goku's able to like do some neck workouts. He's got his shoulders over here. I think these are called butterfly joints. I'm learning, so bear with me. But they come out kind of fair enough. It's okay. There's not too much of a gap. I guess there's some right here, but it doesn't really bother me. That's fine. It gets the job done. Got to be careful though. Try not to force it, because you could break this maybe. But yeah, same thing with his arms. Does the same thing. Has the bicep swivel. As far as him bending backwards, actually I didn't review that. Let's bend him backwards. He does bend that far back. So his torso allows him to go forward, but not quite back. And that's literally the same with all the models of Goku I can show you. This one kind of, that's as far as he can go back, but they can kind of go forward a little bit. Actually, this one's a little stiffer. But they both have that same kind of engineering. They're kind of limited on moving back that far, but that's okay. That doesn't really bother me. I don't really have any complaints to it. It's kind of the same engineering as his other Super Saiyan form from the Frieza arc, so I knew kind of what I was gonna get. I do like the sculpt here. This is kind of cool. I do like this over here. As far as his chest area, they did sculpt some scratches and bruises, because Goku did get his ass kicked throughout that tournament before, you know, mastering Ultra Instinct. They do have scratches over here in the back too, and on his arm, so that's a cool little detail. They did add it to the pants too. They added some scratches right there. His feet, it's just regular plated. I don't think there's any shading on there. His pants, if you can see it, do have shading in the crotch area, and some right here. So that's pretty good. They didn't completely do it to everything, but they got some of it, which is always good. That's always an A+ right there. I'm not too sure if there's any shading on here. There might be a little bit. I just really can't tell. I'm not too sure if they even put any. His face doesn't have any shading, but they did put scratch marks on it, so. But yeah, I just like the design of this character. I think it looks really cool. I think they really did a good job with this. This is really not bad at all. This is okay. Alright, so for the accessories, we get one energy blast, which is his Kamehameha blast. Just to let y'all know though, putting in these, I guess these little energy sticks was kind of difficult. If you try to force it in there, you will break them. I just felt that when I was doing that I might have that I was about to break it, but luckily I didn't. It's perfectly fine. But just in case, if y'all do get something like that, just be extra careful. He does come with his 3 faceplates. You get one of his his resting bitch face, pretty much. That face like, yo, I'm gonna kick your ass. I love that face. He's got his energy blast, yelling face, powering up face. Yo, Jiren, you just attacked my friends. Now your ass is grass face. And then he's got his other face where he's showing his teeth. It's kind of just, you know, showing a little teeth there, showing you a little that he's a little pissed off. And then his hands, we got 2 open palm hands over here. If he's gonna kind of like, I guess, throw an energy blast or something. Same thing with this, when he's powering up, when he's holding his energy blast. You get 2 of these hands for that. And you get his 2, I guess, posing hands when he's in his, when he gets in his, like, battle ready stance. I think he had this when he posed for Vegeta. Well, posed against Vegeta, I guess, when they first were about to fight. So yeah, he's always had these hands, son. This is pretty much the effects that it comes with. So let's go ahead and demonstrate. Let's switch out I always demonstrate for y'all, so let's switch out a faceplate. This does come with a little handbook, just to let y'all know. Sorry about that. Okay, so it does come with a little manual book over here. Just in case if y'all can't figure it out, y'all can kind of look at this to help y'all. Shows y'all how to exchange the faceplates on here. Same thing with the hands. But I've owned a lot of these, so it's not, you know, it ain't rocket science, so I'm able to do this, I think. And, okay, so you want to try to remove his front bangs over here first. Let's remove that. Then we can remove his faceplate. Just kind of wiggle that off. There you go. Comes right off. Looks a little scary. That's scary to have. We don't want to see that. Let's put on his resting bitch face. This is actually that Bruce Lee face. Yeah, look at that. Looking at you to the side, yeah. Alright, let's do one more. Let's do this one over here where he's yelling. He's throwing that energy blast. Yeah. Ooh, hold on real quick. Alright, so we got that. That looks pretty dope too. Again, I gotta admit the design of this figure, I think they did an excellent job again. Couldn't complain. Or it could be that I'm reviewing all the good figures first and we're going to get to the bad figures, but I can't complain on this one. Let's see this one. Let's put his face on that. Ooh. Ooh, am I doing it? There you go. Alright, so he's got, there it is. Alright, so those are his face plates. Let's try the hands. Hopefully I don't put the wrong hands. Which one's right? Which one's left? Please. I can't think. I'm dumb. Oh, hold on. Let me... Okay, so putting on the hands, these are a little difficult sometimes, but just, there you go. Nice little, there it is. That looks dope. Yeah, it's kind of hard putting these on sometimes. I never want to try and bend the ball peg over here, which I'm going to show y'all again, but there it is. So that ball peg, sometimes it can bend a little bit. It is a little rough sticking these in there, but for the most part, it kind of works. Just kind of take your time with it. No rush, no rush. Same thing with this hand. Let's try another one. Let's put this one on. Again, it's a little rough. Oh, Jesus. There it is. All right, we got it. I don't know if they're ever going to come up with a different kind of ball peg or something to put there, or engineer the hands a little different, but so far this is what we've got ever since the new 2.0 body releases. Actually, since the old releases, it's always been like this. And if we can, let's see if I can, this energy blast does have these little sculpted like finger holes, I think. See, they're kind of like right there. I don't know which hand it is. I think it might be his right. No, this is his left. Which way is that? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so his right hand goes into the energy. The thumbs right there. Just kind of squeeze that in these holes over there. Just kind of put it like that. So, doesn't fit in as perfect with the energy blast as the final Jiren battle one, because he had an energy blasted, like his hand was like perfectly sculpted, but this one is, you know, it's gonna fall off the figure. It's to hold it, but see, it doesn't really stay. But yeah, that's all the accessories we got. Let me put this back in so Goku doesn't look all weird. All right, so overall, I mean, that's pretty much what we got. We don't got a lot of accessories, but that's okay. So let's do a little wrap up of what I think of the figure and if it's worth it or not. Alright, so my final thoughts on this figure. I couldn't find any problems with it. I think this is another excellent release by Tamashii Nations. This did come out last year, so the price is probably up now in 2021. But this is a solid release. It's the same engineering from the torso on up as the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball, the Goku Super Saiyan from the Namek arc. I don't know why I have to feel to say the whole thing. But it's got the same articulation, same sculpt type, except it just doesn't have part of his ripped shirt still attached to his, you know, stomach area. And the bottom portion is the same engineering as the Saiyan Raised on Earth version. So pretty much the same kind of engineering. The only difference is here, you know, you get a little bit of the sculpt as far as torn jeans or his torn gi. But nothing really new. They did add a little bit of, I guess, scratches. They sculpted a little bit there, but it is lacking a little bit of shade in pretty much the chest muscle area. You know, it doesn't have a lot of shading. I wish they could have put some, but I don't know if maybe because of the character himself, he's supposed to be kind of shiny and bright, so I don't know, but still, maybe that's why he's very pale up top. I don't know, but still would have been nice if they could add a little bit of shading, but that probably knocks out a point. It's not too bothering. They did put the shading on the bottom pants, so, I mean, you get 50-50 there. The hair, nice paint job, like the colors, really, you know, that's pretty much how his hair color was. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm still learning as far as the different engineering parts, ball joints and all that. I don't know what can make it better. They haven't come up with I guess a better figure than this. There are some, like the Jiren is really good. I do own the Majin Buu. That one's really good too. But I don't know. I can't find any problems with this. I like it. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this to y'all. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it, as far as the figure itself, 9 out of 10. Accessories, again, 5 out of 10. I'll be generous at 6 out of 10, really. I wish he could have came with more, maybe another, you know, powering aura effect or something to kind of beef up this character for the price, you know, kind of get your bang for your buck. But what we got is really nice. And so, yeah, if y'all want to get into the line, try to grab this toy now before it goes up in price. But this is how he looks. You're not going to be disappointed. He's going to stand on your shelf perfectly fine. So this, again, another excellent release by Tamashii Nations. So that's about it. But if you like this review, go ahead, subscribe to my YouTube page. You know, subscribe on the bottom, throw a like, throw a dislike if you hated this review, if you thought I'm an amateur and don't know what I'm talking about. I know, I'm right there with you. I'm trying to learn. Please bear with me. But throw a comment on there too. Ask me some questions. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Also follow me on TikTok at @toybots, where I throw little clips of some of these reviews out there. Same thing with Instagram. Follow me there at @toybots. Follow my Facebook page at Astonishing Toybots. And yeah, thank y'all for watching this review, and you know, stay tuned for the next video. Peace.